Welcome back to what is essentially part two of my first looks at the new Preston Carlisle route from Just Trains. Previously did a mail service using a Class 87, which was about half an hour long. This is a shorter service. This is on the sort of branch line, if you like, Morecambe to Lancaster. Excuse me. And what we're going to be driving this time is the new and improved Class 101 diesel unit. I've not used this at all. I mean, I've played the 101 on the Transpennine and so forth, but not on this, not this improved version, and not on this particular route either. So let's get started. Okay, first things first. Let's pop the circuit control key on. Put the reverser into forward, and we'll open the doors. What we'll do is down here we'll put the and then we'll put the changeover. I'm kind of hoping that's all I need to do for that. Change in levers off. Oh, there we go. Let's try the AWS one again. There we go. I think I must have turned it on and off. There we go. So we've got AWS working now. The passengers are loading. We'll pop the marker lights on. Here we go. So if you haven't driven one of these before, they're kind of a quite a quirky unit, but they are quite fun to drive once you master them. You need to kind of persevere a little bit. They've got an unusual setup where it's a gear. So there's basically essentially gears on this you have to change as you step up, a bit like a car really. These are kind of first generation diesel multiple units, and so the automatic gear changing that you get with even with the Pacers is not in these. The braking is slightly more quirky as well. Again, it's one of those things once you practice and master it, it's not too bad. Right, I'm going to close the doors. So we'll see if we get a little shot when it comes out. We go to 50, so it's 15 miles an hour out of the station. Let's make sure. I can't even see a signal. I'm just going to check we have got a green signal here, because yes, we have. Right, okay. So we'll put in the first, and then we'll release the brakes, and then now there we go. They've done that nice blue diesel smoke quite well. I would have thought a bit more of it on a unit than that, but it looks realistic what came out. So we'll looking at the throttle, that gives you the engine revs there. We want to take off the revs once it gets into that yellow zone, and then we can change gear. So you can't change gear with the throttle on really. You need to make sure that you've released the throttle and then change gear. So but we don't need to at the moment. We're doing 30 miles an hour. It's 15 miles an hour here anyway. Once we get out, we can apply a bit more power and is that some workers, is that some trespassers over there, or I don't know, kind of 1980s BR workers in the grass. Okay, let's give it a little bit of power because we're going to lose some speed otherwise. That will do. Keep it below 15. So crossing over these points. Yeah, I think I said in the previous video, you've got to watch out on Train Sim World, because once they finish loading passengers and the time expires and it says proceed to whatever your next objective is, do check the signals, because quite often the signal hasn't changed and you'll pull away and then spad it and you'll have to start all over again. I've done this many times. I think I should have learnt by now. Right, okay, so it's in the yellow. We'll change down or throttle down, move up to the next gear, and off we go at 30 miles an hour. And we're certainly going to the 45 just there. Okay, and we can power off now. Move up to the next gear. And off we go. When you get to fourth gear, which is the top gear on this unit, then you can leave it there when you, rather than changing down gears, you can leave it there whilst you're coasting. So, right, okay. Let's put it up one more gear. Should be able to get it up to 60 miles an hour now. Let's say I've not played this route at all. Sorry, when I say I played this route, I've not played this particular part of it now. All this improved 101. So it's quite nice. I like it. It's a really nice unit. And it looks the part. Suitably faded and well worn, which is what train cabs, particularly of a train this old, would look like. I don't know how many tens of thousands of miles they do in a year, hundreds of thousands possibly. There's going to be a lot of wear and tear on them. Right, oh crikey, I think we better brake. Okay. Okay, we can take that off. Getting carried away there, and I didn't see that the... Crikey, those timings are tight. I don't recall leaving very late or anything, but it's certainly we're late already. So the brakes, again, you have to release them before you want to start braking, otherwise you'll end, or release them before you need to, if that makes sense. Otherwise you'll there's a delay in them releasing and applying as well, so you have to kind of okay, so a couple of minutes late. I'm not quite sure how, considering we left on time. See particularly tight timings on this route. Okay, so we'll lock the doors. Right, release the brakes, and that sounds nice. Oh, well, I need to put it into gear. There we go. There we go. Okay, down a gear. Got to watch out here because I think we're going to go across a 15-mile-an-hour bit now, so keep the power down low. So where are we crossing over on here? So, oh, I see. We're going around the branch there. Just looking outside here, it's so nicely done. The greenery, the houses, into the distance as well, which is good. The line side vegetation and the signs and boards all look really good. So let's give a bit more power. Okay. Well, I'm in a lower gear than I should, higher gear than I should be for this revs, but it's fine. We're only getting up to 25, and then we'll go back down to 10 again. I think on the previous version of there wasn't a cab changeover lever. It was just I think it was just the AWS isolation on the other BR on the original 101 that came with TransPennine. I think I don't recall the AWS and a changeover lever, but you will need that end changeover lever. You will need to set, otherwise you won't be able to move the train, I don't think. I've got a 10-mile-an-hour speed limit coming up in a second. Right. Let's change down a gear because I'm not quite sure why it's 10 miles an hour. It's a bit of a low number for crossing onto here, but no, not sure why that's 10 miles an hour coming onto here. We need to replace those points, I think, if that's the fastest speed they can take. If we can hear the sheep in the background over there. Oh, speeding. We're going uphill, so over we goes. Now 25 because we're crossing back over again onto the main line. We should be able to pick up some speed now after that little change in speeds. 25, 10, 25 and to 70. So the next station is Lancaster, platform 1, in about 3 minutes. It says 1.5 miles. One more gear change we've got. And we're just going through a single yellow coming up. I mean, in the real world you'd be thinking about braking now, but that red is quite a long way off, so and that's at the end of the platform, I'm guessing, because although I can't actually see the station there, but I'm guessing that's where it is. Just looking outside, looking for the train coming down here. Looks great. Looks great. If you, it's well worth having a go with this. I know the pace is very popular, like DMU, but if you will get a lot of enjoyment out of this DMU if you just persevere with a bit. It does take a little bit of practice. It's red signal. Looks like it maybe it isn't the one that's going into the station then. So maybe the station one's a bit further back. So if you don't know, as a rule of thumb, a very general rule of thumb, so it's stepped up now to a single yellow. I'm guessing it's possibly some sort of approach control to slow you down for the station because you've got 20 mile an hour. If you're not aware, the AWS magnets, as a general rule of thumb, They're about 180 meters away from the signal itself, so you should be slowing down. If you've got 180 meters before the signal will come up on you, as a general. Some might be closer, some might be a little bit further away, but you definitely don't want to be hurtling towards a red more than about 20 or 30 miles an hour. It's going to speed it up a little tiny bit so we get across these points coming up in a moment. Now if we look outside, that's good, doesn't it? That looks fab. Traffic down there on the road through Lancaster. I'm not sure what road that is. I'm sure somebody knows. Okay, we're at 20. We'll take the throttle off now. I think there's a bit of a... I think go... does it go downhill at all? Yes, it does. Yeah, into Lancaster. So we'll just put a little bit of brake on. Otherwise, we're going to speed into the platform. Otherwise. So we're going to be a little bit late, but not too bad, I don't think. Probably a minute or so. I'd say it's very enjoyable. Even that little run, it just feels nice. And as I said previously, this is a standard that all the developers should be aiming for. Is it a pacer there? I think it is, isn't it? So we're coming to the platform now. There's always a dodgy bit on these units, is either not braking soon enough, hitting up into the buffer stops, or braking too early and then stopping short of the end of the platform. Well, that will do. We'll open the doors on the right hand side. Oh, it's Revenge of the Clones by the looks of it. Okay. So here we are in Lancaster. Our pace has gone. And it's nice. And here we go. Oh, we managed to get the platinum for that. Well, I hope you enjoyed this short video. And maybe if you haven't considered the 101, maybe inspired you a bit to go and have a try with it. Or if you haven't got the route, maybe consider getting it, because it really is very good. Anyway, if you've got any comments or questions, then feel free to ask them in the bit below. Other than that, thank you again for watching and have a fabulous day. Bye bye now.